Hey everyone, this is Brian with Inspiring How You See That, and I'm back with a new artist spotlight. And today I want to talk about a country singer, Dean Brody. Dean Brody is probably my favorite country singer, well, right up there with Claudia Hoiser. He's from Canada, which is why probably a lot of you may not have heard of him before. We did mention him and highlighted him in my top 12 artists and band video. But I wanted to go into a little bit more detail about Dean in this artist spotlight. Dean is an absolutely amazingly talented country singer from, again, up in Canada. And before I go any further, I kind of want to take this opportunity to talk about why one of the reasons that we're making these videos is that we want to share with you guys artists that we think are absolutely amazing that aren't being played here on the radio in the States. That's not to say everyone we're going to highlight isn't being played, but a lot are not. And I think that's one of the problems that we have here with the whole country radio and radio in general. And I'm not trying to put that down. There's a lot of talented people, but there's so much amazing music out there in the world, not just here in the US, but everywhere. And go online and search for it. Search for country music in Canada, like I did. Search for European rock. Search for whatever you want to. That's where you're going to be exposed to music that you simply don't hear on the radio and is phenomenal. And if you go up to Canada, Dean Brody's huge. He's like the biggest country singer up in Canada. It's just for some reason here in the US he hasn't taken off yet. But we're trying our best on that, Dean. But I got the amazing opportunity. Actually, my dad and I went up and we saw Dean. He was in concert with Dallas Smith. They were co-headliners late last year. It was just across the border in St. Catharines, Ontario. And it was probably the coolest concert I've ever been to in my life. Though it was a country concert, it absolutely felt like a rock show. And we got the amazing opportunity, surprise opportunity, to actually meet and hang out with Dean after the show. And I gotta tell you, he's one of the coolest guys I've ever met. That was one of the few times I've been starstruck in meeting a celebrity, and he couldn't have been nicer. I mean, he talked with us like we've been old hunting buddies for 20 years. He spent a significant amount of time with my dad and I. It was truly an amazing night that we will always cherish. Not only getting to meet and hang out with him, but being able to spend that time with my dad too was extra special. And so, Dean, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and my dad feels the same way. Thank you so much for that absolutely amazing opportunity that we had to spend time with you. And hopefully, in the not too distant future, we'll be able to meet up again, and I'd love to be able to interview you so that all of our viewers can see you, get to know you, and become huge fans like we have. But I just wanted to point out some of the amazing songs that Dean has had, and his sound he's got the smoothness of a George Strait and the style of Brad Paisley. And what I mean by that is his writing style, the way that the songs are kind of built and compiled, remind you a lot of a Brad Paisley type of song. So if you like Brad Paisley, like George Strait, which I don't know who in the world doesn't, you're going to love Dean Brody. But I wanted to highlight some of the songs that he has. I probably got 50 of them on my iPod. He's that good. But Cattleman's Gun, Friday's an awesome upbeat song that I love. Bush Party's another one that's very upbeat. Canadian Girls is amazing. When he comes out and plays that one live, the women in the crowd go nuts, and in a good way, trust me. And of course, my all-time favorite song by him is the song Brothers. And that was the song that I found the video online as I was searching, and that got me hooked as a Dean Brody fan. And I'll just do a quick of what that song is about, a quick story. It's basically he's singing about his brother going off to war and how he was afraid and was praying for him to come home and be safe. And that resonated with me, as both of my brothers have served in the military. And I remember my brother Mark going off 3 times to Iraq and Afghanistan. And that fear that you have, that, you know, your brother, your hero, is going into harm's way, and not knowing if you'll see him again. And I praise God, my brothers always come back home safe and sound. And thank you to all of our military and all of their families who have gone through very difficult times because of that. And that song brought that back to me. And so I just connected right away. From there, I went on to a ton of other Dean Brody songs. So he, again, an amazing person, one of the greatest country singers out there. So if you like country music, you're gonna love Dean Brody. Check him out. Again, he toured with Dallas Smith, who's another phenomenal artist who undoubtedly we will have an artist spotlight on him. So keep your eyes open for that. But if you get the opportunity to see Dean Brody live, do it. Absolutely phenomenal show. Check him out on deanbrody.com. Check out his videos on YouTube. You can follow him on Facebook. Let him know that we sent you there, that you came from Inspiring How You See That. That helps us out, helps him know where people are coming from. So we just want to leave you, again, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Please feel free to follow us, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We'll have more interviews coming once we're able to with everything that's going on in the world. Definitely some more artist spotlights and some more kind of off-the-wall things that maybe a little different that we want to put out there for you guys. We want to hear, what do you want to see from us? We want you to be part of this. So until next time, it's always awesome to spend time with you guys. We love you. God bless, and rock on.